The U.S. Postal Service will play a key role as America decides the 2020 presidential election. Millions are expected to mail in their ballots due to the coronavirus pandemic. And now internal documents from the post office show management is worried that mail ballots to many states may not even be counted. 10 Tampa Bay's Candace Aviles asked a local Tampa office what they expect with all these mail-in ballots.
The Washington Post says the post office sent letters to 46 states, including Florida, warning that delayed mail-in ballots could disenfranchise voters, especially if voters mail their ballots too close to deadlines. I asked our local USPS about that warning, and their spokesman, David Walton, says they are not aware of that warning letter, but they do remain committed to delivering election mail in a timely manner this election season. This comes at the same time the post office is experiencing financial problems. I asked if that would impact processing ballots. Walton says no, writing, "The Postal Service has ample capacity to adjust our nationwide processing and delivery network to meet projected election and political mail volume, including any additional volume that may result as a response to the COVID-19 pandemic." To help simplify the process, the post office also created an intelligent mail barcode identifier specifically for ballots to make it easier to track them. And if you mailed in your ballot, you can track it on the Supervisor of Elections website to make sure it was received. And for those worried their ballot could get lost in the mail or miss the deadline, voters can drop it off in person.
So to learn how you can track your vote, we have a link on our website, 10tampabay.com.